Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of my journey to Platinum. Now in this game, as you can see, we are playing Xayah Alistair against a Kai'Sa Lux. So in terms of poke, obviously they have a lot more poke than we do, we just have a lot more engage. But also Xayah is not as strong as Kai'Sa immediately on in the game, so we are going to have to try and scale up a little bit before we really do get a decent amount of damage, which obviously is still pretty risky with Kai'Sa because Kai'Sa scales like a monster as well, and Kai'Sa is obviously more meta at the moment with the way that the current game is. Taking a look at the rest of the teams, they have a mid Garen, which is something you don't see too often, but whenever you do see it, it tends to, at least in this elo, for whatever reason, it tends to get ridiculously fed. So we'll just have to hope that Ryze is able to survive that laning phase and not immediately die. So Ryze is going to have to either be back in lane late or just start lane with low health now because of the amount of damage that he took there and everything like that, and just being sort of trapped a bit. Okay, we are going to be able to get a kill onto the Garen there though, at least, so we'll give Ryze a little bit of freedom in the early game at least. So Alistair should just we can just go on this Lux here. Okay, we can get a flash there. So honestly, not a bad start to the lane, even though we're going to be... Oh no, we won't miss out on any XP or anything either. So that's good. We won't miss out on any of the minions. But yeah, very good start to the lane, obviously. Honestly, couldn't have turned out too much better. The only way it could have really gone better is if we got the kill. Now we did unfortunately let Kai'Sa get a lot of damage off on us there with her Q. Okay, and we are going to miss the Lux there with our Q as well. So Lux is also just going to get a auto off on us. Trying to be cautious of her. Oh, there we go, got her, cool. I was just trying to be cautious of her Q is what I was in the middle of saying there. But yeah, luckily it wasn't too much of an issue. And we will manage to get our E off onto the Kai'Sa there as well, and get a bit of extra damage off on her. Unfortunate that Xayah gets a kill up there in the top lane against Tao Shen. You know, things could be a lot worse than they are right now. Oh, and as I say that... Okay. We'll go for this Rammus here. We will need to just make sure that we don't die to him. He won't be able to flash on us because he already did that. So I don't have my Q for another 3 seconds or so. We are going to take that W damage there from the Kai'Sa though. Oh! Cool. Fiddlesticks will manage to get that kill there onto the Rammus. We will hit level 3 now at least, so we will manage to get our W. Now they do need to back off a little bit. I want Fiddlesticks to try and help us push this wave a little bit, just because it's a little bit of an awkward situation here with them around and everything as well. So we'll get him to help us, and now we'll try and back off so that they can deal with the minions under their tower. And we'll also have a cannon minion coming in. So this is obviously a good position for us to be in. We'll pick up a pickaxe and just a health potion in case before heading into lane again. Rammus is around the scuttle crab. They will actually decide to just leave instead of trying to push the wave into our tower. Rammus did get the scuttle crab there, and he is also just hanging out around here. So Ryze needs to be very, very careful because Lux has also made her way up there as well. Lux is walking back down towards us, which is good though. Oh, never mind, she's walking back up. No, back down the bot. I really don't know what this Lux is looking to do. Oh, okay, we are going to be able to get that cannon minion, which is good. And we will just look to push this wave in here as much as we can while the Lux is away. The W will get blocked by the minion, thankfully. We'll get another point into our E there. Oh, we are just going to completely miss the Kai'Sa there. and just get some damage off into there. It will cost us a decent amount of mana to be able to do that, but hopefully it will pay off. Okay, so now Lux is back in lane, Rammus is up near his blue buff, so we do need to be careful of poke, but we don't really need to be careful of the Rammus for now, at the very least. I don't have heal for another just over a minute. Okay, Xayah did use her E there, so she hopefully won't have that next time Alistar engages. Oh, okay, he didn't quite get in range there to pulverize her. Not sure if he was out of range or whether he just misclicked or something, but wasn't able to actually headbutt her. I think that potentially would have been a kill if he'd managed to get the engage on her, but it's okay, it's not too big of a deal. We'll just head up here with Alistar in case we run into Rammus, because he is someone we do need to think about a little bit now. Lux is obviously going to be trying to stop us here. Okay, we will manage to get the kill on her. Well, Alistar will get the kill anyway. You know, again, better than not having the kill. Fiddlesticks is also around the area, so we can afford to be a little bit aggressive here. Okay, we don't quite get the damage off on her because of her heal. We almost get the kill, but not quite. And we will get the kill there though, thank goodness. So we just had enough damage there to get it. We do kind of want to come over here and help the Fiddlesticks with the dragon because Rammus is in the area, but we are also very low on health, so I'll just make sure I pick these up before I look to back in case. Hopefully Rammus doesn't show up in the area, because Alistar will get back a few seconds before me. Okay, he didn't show up, which is great, so we will head just back over to lane now. Something else that I wanted to sort of touch on a bit, for those of you who have watched some of my earlier videos on the channel, Xayah was in my original champion pool, and then I decided to sort of take her out because I wasn't doing amazingly well on her. But I just felt in the mood to play Xayah this game, so decided to stuff it. I actually decided to pick her, and so far it's not going too bad, obviously. But yeah, hopefully our top lane won't keep feeding, because that is now a 3-0 Cho'Gath, and as I was mentioning with Midgaren, he's got 2 kills already. So I don't really know what it is about Midgaren in this elo, that he's just sort of an absolute monster. But hey, you don't see him too often, so I suppose it's not too big of a deal. I'm nearly level 6 here. Okay, Alice is actually going to be able to get in range there. So we're actually not going to be able to do too much there. We will use our potion here and just make sure we hit level 6 by killing that minion. That was kind of my bad. I didn't expect Alistar to be able to actually be in range there for the Xayah, which is why I sort of didn't continue chasing. But now both AD carries being level 6. Mine is obviously more defensive, I feel like, because it makes me completely untargetable, whereas Xayah just sort of gives her a shield and a dash. So obviously situational, but... Ooh, and okay, Alistar didn't quite manage to block that W for me, and here comes Rammus. Okay, but yeah, when we get ganked like that, it's obviously not going to be that great of a thing. Fiddlesticks is coming in here now though, so we should be able to pick up at least 2 kills. We'll get 2 of them. I don't think we'll get the Lux kill, but that's not too big a deal. We'll pick up boots and a cloak of agility, and it looks like we're actually going to get the Lux, surprisingly, so hey, I'll take that. My death for all 3 of theirs. Now obviously I did have to blow my ult and both of my summoners as well to survive long enough for that to really be a thing. But, you know, it's still a worthwhile trade, I would say. Don't really know what this minion is doing down there. I'm not sure if anybody else really noticed it. But, hey. Okay, so we just kind of took a little bit too much damage from the Xayah Lux before the Rammus sort of showed up, which meant that we weren't really able to fight back. So we will just go and ward up this Tribush in here. Oh, okay, Lux is going to be there. So Lux is also just going to put a control ward in the bush and get rid of our ward. So we do want to be a little bit careful here, because we do not have our support around, whereas Xayah does have Lux around if she needs the help. Oh, okay, she's actually going to throw that downwards, so I thought she would throw it upwards. So it is going to end up hitting me there. And now we can't see Lux. Oh, she's actually gone at mid lane, so we can push this in a bit. Okay, we'll make sure we get this pushed in. Now my feather placement was a little bit bad there, but oh well. Okay, so Lux is going here. Again, Alistair missing that. If Alistair had hit that, we could have potentially gotten... I'm not sure if we would have gotten the kill, but we would have got a decent amount of damage off onto the Lux at the very least. Again, I kind of just want to clear this wave here because it's kind of in my way. The Fiddlesticks will be able to at least scare them off there. I don't have ult for another 20 seconds. Okay, now I did kind of want to dive them there, but I guess Alistair either thought that we weren't able to, or he didn't just want to, or like what, I don't really 100% know, but so we'll just push this wave in again. There is also the argument that potentially we should be not pushing it as quickly as we are, to try and allow for more moments for them to step up, but you know, pushing it in also provides a decent amount of pressure. Okay, we'll manage to get the kill on her there. Again, Alice is going to pick it up, but not too big of a deal. I got caught out, so not a big issue. We will only pick up one of the assists there. We'll just get a little bit more damage on this tower before we try and let it kill these minions. Cool. We can let it kill those minions there. Honestly, I don't think they were really minions that the enemy team were going to be able to get anyway. But, you know, still always best to increase your advantages as much as possible. So we will walk up here to help the Fiddlesticks get the dragon. He altered into it for whatever reason, I guess. So we'll just pull it out a little bit here. Didn't really expect him to ult for it. Can't say I expected it, but oh well. Oh, okay, Rammus is stuck in the pit. Okay, Xayah is going to flash munch me. So again, nothing we can really do about that. Hopefully my team will be able to at least pick up the Kai'Sa kill. But it honestly doesn't look like they're going to be able to. Don't really know why Shen tried to taunt out of it. I mean, obviously to save himself, but I mean, he wasn't realistically going to be able to live there, I don't think, so whatever. We are going to pick up a Kraken Slayer this game, I think because of the kind of threats that they do have on their team, with the Rammus and the Cho'Gath. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the longsword. So again, we will head down to the bot lane here, I think, because Cho'Gath was pushing that in. But yeah, with the Cho'Gath being 6-0 with a full Bramble Vest and Frostfire, he's going to be someone who we really need to be able to deal with. And obviously we can't deal with him unless we have Armor Pen and true damage, really. That slow from the Cho'Gath is pretty insane. And yep, Rammus is going to be an issue there. Will we at least be able to get the Rammus? Yes, we will be able to pick the Rammus kill up. So, me getting slowed by the Cho'Gath Q is what sort of stopped us from getting the kill there, I think. Unfortunately. But yeah, Xayah is also just very far ahead at this point, so he's not going to be an easy one to kill anyway. So we'll pick up that wave. Ryze is going to kill himself and then ping us for not helping or something, I guess. But you know, it was him that got caught out there, so I don't really know why he's on our backs about it. We are going to head up towards the mid lane though and see if we can help defend up here. Now Xayah did obviously run over to our red buff. She's not going to be able to get it for now. Xayah is also around though, so if we're not careful then they will be able to take it. So we will just make sure that we grab that before they get the chance. And then we'll also head over to here to get the minions. Okay, so Fiddlesticks and Alistair are looking around spot lane by the looks of things. Alistair's found himself in a sticky situation. But he's going to get out of it, so not too big a deal. Okay. Okay, can I at least get some damage off before I die? I can. Cho'Gath is the biggest issue here. Obviously, Cho'Gath and Rammus. The taunt from Rammus plus just Cho'Gath landing his Q on me is enough to really stop me from doing much of anything, to be honest. But, you know, just doing what we can there. Just providing the damage that we can. Okay, is our team going to be able to get the kill on Garen? Not quite. So we are going to pick up a Sheen here, and then probably a Cloak of Agility as well, just to head towards the Essence Reaver. Because I think Essence Reaver will be the best second item for us, even though it doesn't build crit. Oh no, it does have crit. Yeah, it does still have crit. For some reason I thought that it didn't have crit. But I must be getting it mixed up with another item. But yeah, Cloud Drake coming up in just under a minute. So my team is aware of that by the looks of things. 3 of us did ping it, so hopefully we'll be able to set up for that at some point in the near future. Xayah is going to pick up a kill onto the Rise, which is very much not ideal. We will put a ward down here, just so that we have a little bit of preliminary vision there. I really should have swapped out for a blue trinket, but I've been more focused on getting damage items at the moment, so I've been forgetting about it. I don't have ult for over a minute now. Fiddlesticks is around the area, so we should be able to get this Cloud Drake without too much hassle. Looks like Garen is going to run onto our Shen though, so we will just look to help him out first, if at all possible. Oh dear. Okay. So there were a bunch of them in that bush. I chased a little bit too hard there. Again, just my bad there. I got binded by the Lux and then just destroyed by all of them. Hopefully, so yeah, we are going to give up the dragon because of that, obviously. We wanted to go up and help get the kill on Garen, and then I got distracted by the Xayah. So yeah, just a lot of CC on their end that is causing me a lot of issues, even though I didn't have my ult in that fight, but even though I had to have an ult, it doesn't really help protect me against CC too much unless it's a skill shot. So yeah, like the Rammus, he can just keep, even if I ult, he can just keep rolling towards me. And then, you know, taunt me after I come down from my ult. So, you know, not really a good solution for that or anything. Okay, make sure that I just get as much damage off on this Rift Herald here. Cool, make sure that they don't get anything out of the Rift Herald. And it's a good thing that Shen was on me there as well to help defend me. We'll just ult there just in case of the Lux ult doing damage to me there that I wouldn't expect. Okay, we're not going to be able to get the kill onto Cho'Gath there or anything. My team is going to ult away through Rise's ult there. Oh, okay. So yeah, I was going towards those minions there. I don't really know why Shen sort of just stopped walking in the middle there, or stopped moving, but hey, can't do too much about that right now. So Garen is going to be able to get out of there, because Garen is Garen with his tenacity and everything like that. So I do not have my ult for just under 2 minutes now. Something to be aware of. Garen is obviously in the bush. Okay, we will manage to pick up that kill there. That's Xayah? Yes, it is Xayah. Oh, okay, and here comes Rammus. Okay, we tried to get as much damage on the Xayah there as we could, but couldn't do anything about it. Rammus running in with Turbo Chem Tank is too much movement speed for us to do literally anything about. Questioning whether to get a QSS right now or not. I think I do need to because of Rammus. Even though I would really prefer not to get it right now. I don't really think I have much of a choice at this point. So I will just pick that up. Because yeah, as soon as Rammus taunts me, I'm just basically dead. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it unless my team's around. And even then, even if my team's around, the enemy team is too tanky for us to burst them or anything like that. So, you know, in reality, me surviving there or my team protecting me there is not very likely. Okay, we're not going to be able to pick up those minions there by the tower. Xayah is going to take our control ward there. If Xayah charges in here, we might be able to get something. Oh, okay, Lux Flash at least. Okay, we will manage to pick up that kill there onto the Xayah. And we will also get the Xayah. So just a little bit more. Okay, cool. We did manage to get them there. So unfortunately we do have a wave pushing into us in the bot lane. So I need to walk up here because otherwise I'm not going to be able to push it up far enough. So wave's just in a very bad position. Means we can't really get anything out of that one fight there. But you know, do get some time to at least farm. So we'll pick up those minions before heading back down here to grab the incoming wave as well. So that was overall a very good fight for us, obviously. Xayah and Lux got a little bit too close. And Xayah wasn't able to deal with all of us in that kind of situation there. Dragon coming up very soon. So Alistair and I seem to be pretty on top of pinging the dragon at roughly the same time as each other. Now, Rammus is up, so I kind of don't really want to push this any further if I can help it. I will run up towards the mid lane, see if I can help. Fiddlesticks really shouldn't have jumped in there by himself. I am severely confused as to why he thought that was even remotely a good idea. But, you know, I guess we can't really help it. Now he is down when the dragon actually spawns. Lux does have vision in this bush here. And they did obviously take our red buff there as well. So all because of the Fiddlesticks jumping in there, and now they're actually on Baron as well, which honestly I don't think we can really stop. No, we cannot. Rammus is coming at me right now. Okay, we aren't quite going to be able to get the kill on Rammus. I am going to live because of the QSS, unless, yeah, no one tanks that for me. Okay, so the Rise didn't block that Xayah W for me there, unfortunately, which means that I wasn't able to really do anything about it. Next I will head into a Lord Dominic's Regards, because I do need the armor pen. Overall, this fight should hopefully go well, but it's not going to go well because Xayah can just Q on top of the Fiddlesticks where he is Wing. Garen is going to die for it. So overall, a 3 for 3. Not the worst thing. It's kind of hard to tell which team is behind. I guess we're more behind at the moment because of the state of the map with the towers and everything. And just with the way that certain members of the team are fed or not fed. They obviously have very fed Rammus. Oh, sorry, not fed Rammus, very fed Xayah. While we have a, I don't want to say useless, but semi-useless Shen. He's good for his ult and obviously taunts if he can land them, but he's also very far behind in terms of kills and stuff like that. So if if he's not in the right position, then he can also just get completely bursted. And my team needs to honestly try and give it up, maybe. Oh, okay. Ryze is going to be able to pick up the kill onto the dragon. I will head over down here this way. We'll just throw my E down there. Yep, and my team's fighting over there, so I can't do anything. Get the Xayah. Guys, you really need the Xayah. But yeah, this is what I mean about Shen as well. He really can't do anything there. And he didn't have his ult up, so couldn't help at all. And now they're just going to be able to get a very good push on because they actually have decent wave situation, whereas we had just crap waves the last time we won a fight. So maybe I should have just ran in behind my team instead of running down there. But honestly, I thought that the enemy team would all path into here, which would have let me have a decent flank opportunity. But I guess that's just not what ended up happening. Now I need to go back into the base just so I don't instantly die here. Oh, okay. I'm apparently going to get caught out here. And we are just going to lose the game apparently off of that, which is really, really stupid, but I guess we can't really do anything about it. So that's the thing in League these days, is people win one fight and then they can just end the entire game, which, you know, can't do anything about it. But hey, that's just how things happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and comment. And I hope you guys will tune in next time as well. Catch you later.